Hey YouTube, Sweetknives here. Thanks for checking out another video. We got some sweet stuff going on today. In fact, this one here I bought myself for Christmas last year, and I'm just getting around to reviewing it now. I have carried it a little bit. I really like it a lot. And of course, we got the Infidel Benchmade, and I just want to kind of compare these two. This is kind of an unboxing, kind of just hands-on review of my thoughts, general thoughts on these two. I don't know how many different people have done a comparison between the Dirac Delta and the Benchmade Infidel. So without further ado, let's break into these. These are both brand new. I've never really used them too much. This is the Infidel. It comes in a nice sheath, and it comes in a box, and you got this strap that attaches to a lot of different components. By the way, this is the 3300 BK Infidel, and I'm gonna just kind of bust it open. It's all black blade, which I do like, and it's made out of D2 steel, designed by McHenry, and it's got a awesome blade. I'm gonna zoom in and just show you. Made in the USA. Very, very nice. And it's smooth, super smooth, and it's easy to deploy. That's a look at the Benchmade Infidel. These run about $400 to $500, and again, really smooth, awesome knife. It's more of a military knife. I mean, this is more of a, it's designed to stab people, really. That's what it's, personal defense type knife. Now we're going to bust open the Microtech. I'm going to show you this. This is a look at the box, and this is the Dirac Delta, and that's what it looks like. Wonderful, 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 another wonderful knife. Let's just bust in. Here's some of the paperwork, product manual, and this is the actual package that it came in. Caution, sharp edge. Shows you who it was inspected by. I just happened to put it in my own plastic. And that is a look at the Microtech Dirac Delta. Oh, check that out. This one's made out of 204P. They usually make these out of M390, 204P, or 20CV. Zoom out a hair. As you can see, the Dirac Delta is a little bit bigger. Dirac Delta has a glass breaker. That's the back side of them. Whereas the Benchmade has screws on both sides, the Delta has their special triangle screws just on the front side. Sorry, that got a little resolution there. Might have went down here. Sorry about that. Should be back now though. So, what are my general thoughts? Let's look at thickness. You can see the Benchmade is a hair thicker. These are both awesome knives. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. They're both awesome knives. And of course, they do come in different finishes and different, coverings on the blade. I think I like the blade design on the Delta a hair better. But I mean, I'm really, scraping the surface here. Trying to give you guys some idea. These are fairly large knives. In case you're wondering. I got an Endura 4 right here. That's a comparison to the Endura 4. You know, Delta to the Endura 4. I got a buck 110. To look at the Benchmade Infidel 3300 compared to that. And then this is a look at the Delta to the 110. I mean, as you can see, it's hard to fit it all on camera. As you can see, it's a fairly large knife. Here's a Griptilian, Doug Ritter version. So let's go through a few things. The Benchmade is easier to push that button up and down. Just, there's no doubt about it. If that's a big thing to you, know that the Benchmade, this is not a hard one to push. Is it going to go off accidentally? No. But it's just easier to push and easier to pull in. I think it could be because they got 2 springs and Microtech only has 1. This one seems... I like the thumb ramp actually better. If you compare thumb ramps up close, I'll zoom in on those. You can see the machining is quite a bit better on the Dirac, Microtech Dirac Delta versus the Infidel. This is pretty basic step. This is a lot more intricate. I think your thumb does get that better. Both are made in the USA. Just for looks, I like the way those triangles look a hell of a lot better. Blade, D2 is great, but you know, I don't think it's as good as these high-end stainlesses like 204P or M390. Machining is pretty damn good on both of these. The clip, I think I like the Spyderco clip better. Just my personal opinion. I do like the way this feels in your hand, you know, if you were to, that feels good, but then I do like the way that this one feels too. So there's something to be said about the way that the Benchmade feels. I do like that, but that's another look at the two side by side. So I'm going to get back, I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but I'm going to get into my philosophy on these knives. And so I'm a huge Benchmade fan. If you've watched my channel for all these years, you know, and I've had the Infidel. I've had a number of Infidels over the years. I haven't reviewed a whole lot of them just because I'm a little bit behind on reviews. But when you start collecting and using Benchmades, you know, the Infidel is kind of their premier one. It's kind of at the top of the line of, you know, this and maybe some of their limited edition ones, maybe some of their Bali songs, whatever it is to you. But usually the Infidel is one of their most premier ones. Now, with that said, I mean, it's a great knife. Which one do I like better? I like the Delta better. And it's really hard for me to put it all into words why, but I feel like this is just a better, more solid built knife than the Benchmade Infidel. I don't know. I mean, you got to kind of have them side by side and just feel. When I was traveling, like I said last year, I went into a Microtech dealer, and they actually had Benchmade, so they had everything. It wasn't just you know, everything. And I could have, I mean, they had thousands of knives, this store that I went to, literally thousands of knives. And out of all the knives, this is the one that I picked. And why did I pick it? Well, I think it just looks badass. I mean, doesn't that just look badass? I mean, this is a badass looking knife. Now, if it was all black, which they make, and it's a hell of a lot more money, you know, I probably would have got that because I kind of like the way the all black looks. But even so, I don't mind this. So construction and quality, Benchmade has great quality. I mean, this is solid 60, 61 aluminum. But this is amazing quality aluminum as well, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. The finish seems a little bit better to me. I like the steel a little bit better. I like the way that the machining is done. Just in general, I believe that when you're looking at OTF knives, I believe the Microtechs are a little bit better. I mean, I've held them both. I've used them both. When it comes to other knives, I like Benchmades. You know, I love Benchmades. But when it comes to out the front, you know, you put it all together. My personal opinion is the Microtechs. I don't know. I think this shape, I mean, even if I zoom in here and I show you this, the attention to detail on that point, and I haven't used this. I mean, I really haven't used it, but look at how damn good that is. I mean, that is one hell of a point. You know, and the Benchmade's not bad, but that is one hell of a good point. So it's very hard to pull back. So I don't know, guys. I mean, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear the comments, which one you like better. Maybe you've used both. Let me know. This is not a bad knife. I mean, I got a couple of them. I do have a couple of these, and that's a nice point too. I mean, one thing you notice if you're an astute observer here, notice how it's only ground on one side. So that's a little bit different. It's almost like, so what they did is they ground this on each side, but then the bevel or the edge is ground just on this side, the front side. Now watch when I flip it over. It's not sharpened on that side. I'll try to get it from this angle. See? They do have, you know, it is, the blade is ground, but not the edge on that side. So that's kind of a unique difference as well. So when you're sharpening it, resharpening it, you only sharpen mostly on this front side. So that's kind of another difference. So let's zoom in on this one. So if we zoom in, you can see it's sharpened on that side. Both, you know, it's got a grind, a blade grind, and then it's got the edge sharpened. And if I flip it over, same thing, blade grind and edge sharpen. I guess it's debatable which is better or which one you like more, personal preference. I like the one that's sharpened on both sides. I think that's a better way to do it. It's equal on both sides. It's more symmetric, and it's actually harder to do that. I'm guessing Benchmade, I don't know the reason why they chose to only sharpen on the one side. It's kind of like a chisel grind, but it's not even a full chisel grind. I know Emerson has multiple names for their grinds that are similar to that, but I like them. I like it on both sides. That spear on both sides. Hey, so that's just my opinion, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm not going to keep rambling on. I would love to know what you think. I do like the triangle hardware. Some people don't like that because, you know, you got these little torque screws that are easy to undo if you needed to open it up and clean it. But I don't mind that. Again, you can see holes here for the mechanism. Here, no holes. So let me know your guys' thoughts. That's a side-by-side comparison of the Benchmade 3300 Infidel and the Dirac Delta knives. They're both awesome knives. If I had to pick one, I would pick this Microtech Dirac Delta, but that's just me. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Love to hear it. And as always, have a great day. Take care.